Alongside their storied careers, Annette Bening and Warren Beatty have also raised a large family filled with even larger personalities. Meet Stephen, Benjamin, Isabel, and Ella, the next generation of creatives and activists.
We have 4 kids. It's like trying to pick your favorite child. You don't have a favorite child, and even if you did, you would never admit it to yourself.
Warren Beatty and Annette Bening's eldest child, Stephen Ira Beatty, came out as transgender at 14. Warren and Bening are incredibly supportive of their son, with the former waxing lyrical about him in a 2016 chat with Vanity Fair. He said, "He's a revolutionary, a genius, and my hero." Bening is equally proud, though she admitted in a sit-down with The Hollywood Reporter that she was ignorant of many transgender issues when Stephen first came out. She explained that she very much respects her son, but that she didn't always make the right choices in supporting him through his journey. It took her a long time to speak out in support of her son, which she told The View was due to the fact that she wanted to protect his privacy. However, she ultimately felt a duty to speak in support of the trans community in response to anti-trans legislation endangering her son and his peers.
Fear and ignorance is being stoked against trans people. In the most frightening way. It's so unfair.
Much like his parents, who have both taken public stances in support of progressive causes and in opposition to Trump, Stephen Ira uses his platform to advocate for political issues close to his heart. In 2011, Beatty called out Sarah Lawrence College for refusing to use his preferred name, and in 2013, he appeared in a video for GLAAD to raise awareness of trans people's difficulties in accessing healthcare in New York. Rather than following the same career path as his thespian parents, Stephen Ira has embraced a literary life. From a young age, he displayed an aptitude for writing, often in the form of politically charged pieces that well reflected his propensity for social activism. In 2022, the Paris Review published How to Wash Your Hands, Beatty's stream of consciousness meditation on his experiences of transphobia and homophobia. He also has a poetry zine. This zine has everything, which he offered to his social media followers on a pay-what-you-will scale. Praising Beatty's intellect and literary skills, Annette Bening has said that she can't help but marvel at her son. She told The Hollywood Reporter, "Stephen has always been a highly literary person. I just read his latest poem that was just published. Wow, it is so extraordinary. I am incredibly proud of him, and he has carved his own way." In addition to writing, he co-directed the experimental short film I Have to Think of Us as Separate People, which featured at Outfest in 2019. The film explores the relationship between Beatty and his co-director Christopher Bernson as trans and cis gay men respectively. Annette Bening and Warren Beatty welcomed their daughter Isabel Beatty in 1997. At 17, she attended the 2014 Debutantes Ball in Paris, accompanied by her beaming mom. Speaking to Madame Figaro, she confessed that she was initially hesitant about being a debutante, but was swept away by the glitz and glamour of the occasion, saying, "At first, I wasn't very enthusiastic about what I thought would be a somewhat boring aristocratic gathering, but it's ultimately very international, modern, and fashionable. In Paris, what's more, it's magical." Isabel enjoys a close relationship with her parents and siblings, to whom she frequently pays tribute on social media. In 2021, she shared an Insta-snap of the impressive Thanksgiving buffet she had prepared with her mom and younger sister Ella. Cooking for her family appears to be one of Isabel's favorite pastimes, as Stephen Beatty previously shared a photo of his little sister making him Christmas pudding. When Warren turned 85 in March 2022, he celebrated with Isabel and his son Benjamin, who could be seen hugging their dad in a wholesome photo uploaded to X.
My life has completely flowered with Annette and the kids.
In a 2004 interview with The Washington Post, Warren Beatty revealed that the then 7-year-old Isabel was rather precocious. In fact, she had already developed a habit of reading her father's bad reviews, quoting them back to him, and asking him about the worst insults he's received from critics.
You really want to know?
Isabel's penchant for reading movie reviews may have been an early indicator of her own affinity for the film industry. Though she has acted in a number of short films, she told Madame Figaro she ultimately hopes to venture into directing. Her parents encouraged her filmmaking aspirations, introducing her to art house directors like Harmony Korine. In 2017, the then 20-year-old wrote for the improvisational comedy series Quality Sketch. She has also expressed her solidarity with the striking members of the Writers Guild on Instagram. In In spring 2023, despite her passion for film, Isabel has little interest in watching her parents' on-screen work. As Warren divulged in a 2016 interview with People, he recalled, "Once in a while I'll say, 'Did you ever see such and such?' and they haven't. I said to my 19-year-old last year, 'Have you ever seen Shampoo?' and she was like, 'No.' So there's my legacy for you, at least around here." Born in April 2000, Ella Beatty is the youngest child in the Beatty family. The month before her birth, a heavily pregnant Benning attended the Academy Awards with her husband, where host Billy Crystal joked, "Something they produced together may be released tonight." Following some alleged campaigning by her parents, Ella was accepted into the prestigious Julliard in 2018. When she went off to college, her parents became empty nesters. However, Benning still got to see her daughter during this time. In 2021, Ella shared an Insta snap of herself and her mom cuddling on the New York subway, following her performance as Lenora in God's Ear. While at Julliard, Ella took after her parents and brother by exhibiting her activist streak, advocating for the college to implement initiatives to combat racism. Ella has also followed in her parents' footsteps onto the screen. In addition to appearing in a few short films, soon after her graduation in 2022, she scored a role in Ryan Murphy's feud Capote vs. the Swans. The series explores the real-life stories of writer Truman Capote and his socialite pals, and Ella plays Carrie O'Shea, a young woman who would go on to become a lifelong friend of Capote's after he entered a relationship with her father.
I read other voices, the copy you gave me, and I want to write like that and live in the world you do.
Ella seems particularly close with her mother, and the two have been spotted out together on numerous occasions. As Benning's doppelganger, only time will tell if Ella will reach the esteemed career heights as her mother. But in any event, she shared with the Associated Press that she's thrilled by her mom's continued success and recognition. In 1994, Annette Bening and Warren Beatty had their second child, Benjamin Beatty. Benjamin was exposed to the film industry at just 6 months old, when he and his big brother visited the set of The American President to see their mom at work. At the time, Bening told the Los Angeles Times that she wouldn't be foregoing roles now that she had multiple children. Rather, she thought it was important to balance motherhood with her work. Benjamin seems to be the most guarded of the Beatty kids, and there's not too much information about what he's done in adulthood. After graduating from the Buckley School, Benjamin was accepted into Northwestern University in 2013, where he studied theater. Embracing being born into Tinseltown royalty, he embarked on an acting career of his own. In 2016, the then 22-year-old had a small role in the Coen brothers' Hail Caesar, an homage to the golden age of Hollywood and its myriad scandals.
Now, Hail Caesar is a prestige picture, our biggest release of the year, and we're devoting huge resources to its production in order to make it first class in every respect.
2 years later, he appeared in the film UFO alongside Gillian Anderson. However, he has had no mainstream acting credits since then.